Not be stuck in your ignorance.
I've got enough of my own.
I will not pretend to wait for you to grow up again. The universal mind all times wake up, all times wake up, all times. Those in the mind who think they have a mind are not in the mind because the mind has no time. The infinite consciousness that lives in the infinite soul carries on from your children and parents to the children, and everything you see, all that you hear, everything you're told. And the way you're told it impresses your minds within, and the way you are is what you conceive of with the programming they gave you, giving you all those things they call rules or sins or something later than something other to get in, some insane brain that had thought they had something to hold on to other than the truth that exists within the self of each individual in conjunction with the soul and spirit and life that lives in all things. That is the intelligence that grows the trees, the bugs, the butterflies that blow upon the breeze. The constancy of the vibration that we live in what we call, what we look at, as we have learned to tag, ragtag, and then brag about we knew something to someone else for another gold star on our paper, for the teacher's preacher who was only professing to love the money and all the spirit that flew into the money and the existence of the soul that is locked in the banks go to the kangaroo name of Mr. Hank and Frank. Mr. Hank and Frank is the infinite bank that pays all debts when they come due. Should it be the reaper in the field, in the self that you say is real, or in the somebody that you might call you? You as a female goat 3 times through an Indian braid's whisker, if he had one, on his face, because the Indian didn't shave that much, and we all learned to take our place. In the resurrection of perfection that has went down in the past before, it's the children that carry the hopes and the vibrations that sneak past the door and in and around the night with the bugs bite, and in and around the fears that the people left here should deal with their own confusion. So you take your time, blind, and when you fall so far behind you don't have anything left without the will to live, then you'll wonder why and where the yellow went when you brush your teeth with Pepsodent. That is, if you got any dent in the fender of an old truck that was loaded with parts of bodies, going through the night, breaking the teeth out of someone who misplaced the gold market. Satan's slave, Venice, California, where I ride 50 on my bike. So I hitchhike in the dark, and I see a spark within the thing we call a friend, and say, hey man, it's going to be better for all. You let me get on down this fucking hallway and quit playing this bullshit off, because I really got nothing to do. I want to walk around and shovel out the barn. I'm getting tired of playing with you. You can catch me on the radio. You can see me in a TV show. You can read a book or play act a crook and find yourself inside me or me inside yourself anyway. As soon as it gets there, it flows. Then you know, if you want to. Stop cutting the children out of your life by telling them, get off the phone, don't do this, you can't hear that, hide this from them, hide that from them. They got to find it sooner or later, one way or another. You did, didn't you? And you found it to be so goddamn miserable when it got to you because someone had hid it from you. That's why you got in the mess that you're in, because someone hid the truth. And as long as you do the same, you're stuck in that frame. I wished you were here. I wished you were within the grasp of my hands. I would give you the magic that I had picked up over a period of years and years of experience in things that your mind don't even consider, that your minds don't even wonder about because you didn't realize it existed. You thought it was a comic book. Someone else play acted it, but who lived it? Who suffered it? Who died it? Who died it? Who died it? Now, once I died it, and then I died it again. And then I looked at it, I died it twice, and I still didn't have a friend. So then who killed it? I willed it to kill it, killed it to will it, and came back through another brain, and then played through another head, and then acted like I was dead, and then ran around in the hawk's mind, or came through the raven, just in time, when the raven was knocking, and I was eating a peanut butter sandwich. What else could I say to you, except you got to do what you got to do and bring yourself through to a brand new you where you can start making up your own mind about things. And until you get to the point where you can make your own mind up about things, then you're pretty much a victim to yourself, in as much as most people pass information on to them that they got from somebody else. That's already gone most of the time. Went down the line, fell off there and fell under the train, and wheels chopped the body up in little pieces. And those little pieces floated down the river, and it became one great gigantic beast at the end of the flow. Then it came back on a wheel. If you don't give me what I got coming, the next time I send you out, you might be crawling, not running. That's on a front slide. That's on a crane, another brain. You never learned how to fly. Condor who didn't have anything to feed on lost his ability to follow his mother. Got to pecking around in another world and found another way to live beyond what his mother has told his mother has told his mother has told his mother, all the way down through time survival from the caveman. Yeah, I've been away from you for a long time, and I've went a long way, and I've done a lot of things. I've seen a lot of people, experienced universes and minds beyond Ohio, beyond West Virginia, Kentucky, and all that sort of poor people trash. I'm a hillbilly boy, ignorant ass, stupid.